Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Slade Sidian, and welcome back to another Destiny 2 video. Now, in today's video, I'm going to be giving you guys 5 options just to think about into going into Arc 3.0 and Season 18. This is my preference. If you guys have any weapons that you're excited for, let me know in the comments below. Also, be sure to check out the action here at twitch.tv/SladeSidian for all of the live action and goodness that we have over here. Before we jump into the weapons, be sure to leave a like and subscribe and ring that bell for more Destiny 2 content over here on YouTube as well. Going into the video, with Arc 3.0 coming, everything's probably going to be centered around chaining if we're following the trend of each reworked subclass. Void, Life Leech, Solar, Restoration through Flames, I like to say. With Arc 3.0, it's definitely going to be about chaining, damage resistance from chaining, and benefits, buffs and debuffs surrounded by chaining or electricity or shock, whatever it may be. So I'm going to give you some options to look at in terms of weapons. Going into it first, we have the Risk Runner. Risk Runner, when taking arc damage, this weapon becomes more powerful and resists incoming arc damage. Kills extend time in this overcharged state. Risk Runner will always be an add clear monster. SMGs are on the artifact as a champion mod next season. It's going to be even better in in-game activities. But Risk Runner is primarily your add clear weapon. It's not going to do the greatest of boss DPS, if any, but it's definitely going to make sure the arena is clear. So Risk Runner is definitely a pick for me to use. Let's say if I'm using a Warlock, I'm going to try to synergize this with Arc Soul, with Getaway Artists. The exotic Warlock gauntlets, I'll have them on screen as I'm explaining. It might be really fun to run like an Arc Soul, Risk Runner, chaining arc buddy combo, you know. Number 2 is my personal favorite that I want to be so good next season is Coldheart. I love Coldheart. People used to rush through the Red War campaign just to get this weapon, well, to deal damage to Callus back when the Leviathan was a thing. It was so good for damage back then, and quite frankly, I think that's the only time Coldheart has been in the meta. Years since like Coldheart had time to shine. And with Overload Trace Rifles potentially being in the artifact, we could definitely see a lot more Coldheart play this time around. I can't really elaborate on Coldheart too much, but I definitely will be making a build once all the Arc 3.0 stuff comes out. Coming up for number 3, we have Cloudstrike. That Lightning Storm is very important when it comes to Cloudstrike because that's where you're getting the bulk of your damage from, is that Lightning Storm. So this is sure to be a heavy damage dealer. If we get something in the artifact that debuffs enemies, Cloudstrike is definitely on my list. Now, like I know it's a 140 RPM sniper. It wouldn't seem like it would put out enough damage or as much damage as an aggressive frame. Cloudstrike will get the job done if there is something in the artifact that debuffs all boss enemies with some type of shock or anything. I think I said that, but I wanted to reiterate that because it's very important. What we get in this next artifact is crucial to how these arc weapons will work. Coming up for number 4, we have the Warcliff Coil. Now, Warcliff Coil, this weapon fires a volley of rockets. Pretty much it. This weapon automatically reloads ammo on pickup. That's also important for Warcliff Coil. You're getting mountains and mountains of volleys getting flown at you everywhere. Enemies are being decimated, and it could potentially be good for boss damage. Remember, we don't know what's in the artifact. Warcliff Coil is definitely something I'm going to look at for me. Now, I know everyone has Hothead and they're trying to get their God roll Hothead right now at the making of this video, but we're talking about exotics here in this video. We're not talking about legendaries. We're not talking about Forbearance or Salvager Salvo or Hothead or any other arc weapon that's legendary. We're talking about exotics. Warcliff Coil is definitely a 4th option that I'm looking at right now. Remember, this is a list about potential weapons that could be good in the next meta. The return of the king, the greatest grenade launcher to ever grace Destiny 2, Anarchy. The chaining potential that Anarchy offers, and potentially boss damage, again, if we get something in the artifact, would be insane. It still has 16 in the mag, so you still have enough ammo. Anarchy is still very strong, like when it comes to champions and grandmasters and such like that. If it's feasible to use it, or like, let's be honest, if you want to use it, you can, because it still does the same amount of damage to champions it's always done, even after the nerf to bosses. So this Arc 3.0 change could potentially put Anarchy back on top of the map as DPS king if we get those buffs and debuffs. That's my short. comprehensive lists. I don't like to take too much of your time. Thank you guys for the recent support on my last 2 YouTube videos. I really appreciate it. Let's keep hitting that like button. I hope you guys enjoyed this list, and again, I'll say it, if you guys have any more options for arc weapons that you're looking out for, please let me know in the comment section below. But with that being said, I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you in the next one.